furlongs. A little bit restless, Arnold in 1, but they're all in, set, they're off. Get away, fairly decent break, maybe Arnold towards the left and Fumbo Jumbo a bit slow into stride. Economic Crisis in white and black is out well. Bronze Bow is up there, the maroon headgear of red stripes, and also Super Florence in the dark jacket, the pink hoops. The noseband of Spirit of Wedza disputing 4th place at the moment, and is then followed through by Jeffrey Harris at this stage. Lishan is the back marker. Havana Go is 1 from the rear to the field as they head up the hill now to the final 2 furlongs. 1 from the left, Super Florence delivers the challenge now towards the right, Spirit of Wedza. Red stripes between them, Bronze Bow is there as well. Jeffrey Harris behind these, Latham, the red jacket, trying to get away through. Inside the line, Furlong, Spirit of Wedza. Here's Latham now, the red jacket to throw at the challenge, but Spirit of Wedza showing in front and holds on to win. Latham in 2nd place. Lishan might have grabbed 3rd on the line from Super Florence, but it's close for the Maynard.
Spirit of Wedza's 1, held on from Latham, who was just briefly stopped in his run, trying to get a way out. But once he got out, he had every chance to try and overhaul Spirit of Wedza. But he couldn't get past Julie Camacho's Gelding's 1 here again, John.
Yeah, red stripes took him along in the centre with Bronze Bow, and Spirit of Wedza always close up on the near side, and Follow Up was winning this race a couple of years ago. It looked as if Graham Lee was just trying to keep Latham covered up and bring with a run, and he's got to come there with every chance inside the final furlong, but Spirit of Wedza, who's got plenty of form at 6 furlongs, was too strong in the final furlong. They pulled a little way clear of the running on Lishan in 3rd place, who's run pretty well here, but top 2 in the betting, top 2 in the handicap, pretty much dominated.
They have. Spirit of Wedza beats Sir Latham in our opening contest at Hamilton. Now let's go back to Newmarket and back to Tom.
Michael Prosser with me in the paddock ahead of Kipco 1000 Guineas Day, where about half an hour or so ago, did you just change the going to have tightened up a little bit, Michael?
Yeah, we've had no rain overnight. We had 1.2 mils in the end yesterday and various showers through the day, but I think we actually got off fairly lightly, judging by the showers that went past us and didn't actually land on the course. So nice breeze that's taken the dew off. We had a dew this morning, that's taken it away now. And I feel as if we're getting back to where we were prior to the first race yesterday, prior to the first shower. It walks incredibly evenly, and it walks well. It's a beautiful strip of turf, and I think they're going to get assistance from it today. I think as the day goes on, I think it'll improve, and they'll kick less out as the day goes on.
Is that breeze behind them in any way different to yesterday?
First, it's not as strong or as cold, and secondly, it is
confirmed.
And secondly, it is more directly behind them. Yesterday, it was more from the side and behind. A northeasterly. This is a west-northwesterly, and hence the reason why it's slightly warmer and more directly behind them, but not as strong.
And as far as those sharp showers and hailstorms actually we had yesterday, are we likely to see any of the same today?
There's a very low percentage chance of something very small if we got it. I think on my weather forecast from John Ketley today, it was 0 to 0.2 mils as a very outside chance, so we should stay dry.
What was your take on how the Kipco 2000 Guineas unfolded yesterday, Michael?
Good winner, nice time, comprehensive winner of the race. I think the 3 on the stand side, Andrew Balding's horse had won the free handicap, had led from the front, was good pace, good even pace. And I think Magna Grecia got a lovely lead into the race, but at the end of it, I think the best horse won, and I think the second horse is probably improving rapidly.
From your perspective, I mean, it looked as though that the race stand side were benefiting from either a track bias or a pace bias. From your perspective, you're suggesting it's even right the way across, therefore it was a pace bias. They went quicker up that stand side. They weren't on the best part of the track, if you like.
I think the gallop that Silvestre set was a good even gallop, a good gallop. And they probably optimised the use of their energy reserves. I think he probably pinched a couple of lengths when he squeezed on at about the 3.5. And I think that even tempo and that good even gallop, and Magna Grecia got a love lead into the race. Do I think there's a draw bias? No. The Turf Tracks readings would verify that. As you know, we've been taking them all week. We've been posting the readings. They're taken independently by Turf Tracks. Interestingly, the going street readings today were slightly higher in the front, in the middle, should I say, 8.4, 7.9 on the far side, and 8.1 on the stand side. So that differential has increased. That may be because it's been raced upon, it's been walked more by the staff putting it back, and therefore, as the winds will get into it a bit more today, dry it out.
Yes, it was much more even across yesterday, wasn't it? But it's now, it was slightly higher at the middle. It's now even more so higher at the middle.
Absolutely.
As far as what you were watching, do you feel it would have played out any differently had you had that cutaway in which we've had for the last 4 or 5 years in place, the full trail?
Yeah, just referring back to your point, I think those that watched the last race yesterday will have seen the horses come over to the stand side, not in their entirety, and the 2 horses that finished first and second came further towards the centre. They didn't come tight on the rail, all of them. So I honestly think it's an extremely even strip, a very fair strip. As far as the cutaway is concerned, we have to make a decision at the day before declarations on where we're going to position the stalls. And at that point in time, there were 24 left in the 2,000 guineas, with quite high likelihood of being over 20. And obviously we'd done our homework, and we honestly expected more than 20 to be declared for the race. If we had 20 runners, you're going to end up using 2 bays of stalls, which would take over, let's say you had 22 runners, you're looking over 23 metres, you've got a 33 metre strip rail to rail. If you've got a 6 metre cutaway, horse in stall 1 is not very far away from the far rail. We always had it in our mind that if we ended up with a big field, we wouldn't be in a position to use the